Jenny. Oh, no.
Oh, Tammy won.
Long short. Tammy won.
When will Kyle and Izzy stop being used to others?
Used by others, probably.
Used by others? Example, Izzy by the Marked and Kyle by Cassie. Well, not much longer.
Ooh, that's ominous, but true. I keep looking at there.
Not much longer.
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, once, you know, people always want to know when a struggle is going to end. And it's like, I think if that struggle ends, you might stop watching because it's just...
Yeah, because that's what you like. You want to see, like...
The conflict, yeah. So, probably never. Or once the show ends.
After Sunday, then, yeah.
Bye-bye.
I mean, because the show will be over, so
yes.
No one will be getting used anymore.
Is the show over?
The season.
Oh,
the season is over, yeah. We don't know about the show.
Guys.
We want everybody to, you know, support the show, and so it comes back.
Jenny.
What has been your favorite episode so far this season? I've really enjoyed watching Joel play, you know, inhabited by the evil entity from the future. I think his work has been so fascinating, and I've really loved seeing Tom Baldwin get bad.
That was really exciting for all of us because he's so, you know, when you say what's better, playing good or bad, he was always so straight all the time, and the tortured hero, and he got to be really evil, and it was really exciting to watch. He's really talented.
Him. Yes, and he's very kind of irreverent with it, which is really lovely to watch. So my favorite episode was when his evilness kind of came to the surface, and you got to see that character taken over. That was my favorite episode.
Puts Mom. Oh, thank you.
Puts Mom is just full of compliments.
I know.
Thank you.
No, I've never done any modeling. I've always been an actress. I think I tried at one point when I first started acting, and then I got rejected. So I just cut it. Yeah.
So you thought acting would have less rejection?
I thought. So I thought.
I'm going to
I had a really
that.
epiphany about that on the way up today. Is as an actor or a model, or probably anybody, you have more validation and humiliation in your life than probably the average person. Like I realized, like within one day,
you can get rejected.
Within half an hour.
Yeah.
Like, you can have a moment of like extreme validation and then just absolute humiliation.
Yeah. It's that weird thing. You have to have really thick skin, and then you have to be really sensitive to be an actor. So it's this odd dichotomy.
Sometimes you can really get bashed badly.
Really
like
bad.
For instance, I had this audition the other day, and I just got told flat out that I wasn't pretty, that I wasn't funny, that I had no understanding of comedy to be funny.
Oh, man.
And I've done lots of comedy, and they're like, you don't have any understanding of comedy, you didn't understand the material, and you're not pretty, and we would never hire you.
They said you're not pretty to your face?
They said it to my manager.
They
said, this girl's not pretty, why did you send her?
And your manager passed it on to you?
We have a pact.
So bad.
You want the truth, huh?
You want the
Yes,
truth.
I want the truth.
Like red pill, blue pill.
So yeah, but then after that I was like, maybe I shouldn't have him tell me the truth all the time. But
That's
you know,
really not
then
right,
you go, well, it's not true because the casting director is probably the most ugly person I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
First of all,
but how does that?
You just
help?
have to go.
It's just so unhelpful. That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And for one, it's not even feedback.
It's so much harder
it's not
for women,
personal.
too.
It's not. You can't take it personal. But why are we talking about this? Because no one
I know.
asked. Sorry.
Modeling.
We were just venting.
Which storyline do you guys like the best of this season?
My own. Well, I mean, to answer that question truthfully, I do have to say my own, only because I'm invested in it. It's only, you know, that's where that's what I've put my time into, you know, to investing in. So it sounds pompous, but it really actually kind of is my own.
I liked yours too.
Really? Well, that was ours.
That was ours, but you were a bit cooler, maybe. No, we sort of were the same.
Yeah,
we were a team.
Yeah, we were a team.
My favorite was the Marked. I actually think that the Marked should have come up in like episode 1 or 2, and then been like a long, drawn-out thing, because I think it's very interesting.
Yeah, the Marked was cool.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, it's actually the Marked is taken from a real group called the Vandenberg Group. They existed like They say Margaret Thatcher was a member of this group, world leaders that would come together and every couple of years and talk about world events.
I've never heard such a thing.
Yeah.
What's it called?
The Vandenberg Group. So I was especially interested in that storyline.
Yeah, that was a good piece. Where's your accent gone, Jenny?
Okay, well,
she's really good. She doesn't have one.
I sometimes have one.
She can put it on.
I can go. For them. Yeah, good night, Matt. How's it going? All right. Yeah, really
that sounds put on. That sounds
no, that's because it is. It's because that's right. Because I don't.
She's
really
gotten
like
rid of it.
No, I can.
But if you go do a film in Australia, what do you do?
Yeah, I can speak like this. My Australian accent is really weak.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Somebody told me I had the worst Australian accent they'd ever heard.
You didn't do like an Australian.
They did. Like told my manager.
Like worse as in it wasn't convincing, or worse?
No, they went. That girl has the worst rendition of an Australian accent.
See?
Wow.
You see what we deal with?
It's like I was like,
they are full of shit. You know, and this is like they run our lives, and they often are full of shit.
I'm bilingual.
Oh, no.
The answer to that is I can do both. I can change, chop and change.
Just kidding.
Write in if you want me to do the rest of it. Australian.
All right, Cass, Boom Shaka. I like that. Cass,
I don't know.
Go voice our opinions and make sure that we get a season 5. I would write to USA. I would write directly to the network.
You know what? Oh, yeah, it would be USA, because Paramount will want to do it again, but it's USA that would
be. Yeah, I would definitely write in. Because did you know that Jericho was canceled, and then all the fans sent peanuts? And they sent so many peanuts that they brought it back after they'd canceled it.
Yeah, the fans brought Jericho back.
Peanuts?
Yes. The fans brought Jericho back.
Single-handedly, they brought it back.
So it is possible.
To USA.
It is absolutely possible. I say do it.
Yeah. So you guys are the message boards. What do you think of them? Do you enjoy the debates and ideas?
I think like what we were saying about not taking it personally. I think if you read them, these kinds of things, and you'll see negative things, you'll see positive
sometimes
things.
It's really...
If you take it all to heart, I mean, you're just going to torture yourself. The same with IMDb, you see people talking about you, and I think
it's hard. You really have to steer away, because
I don't think it's healthy.
Some people say really mean things about people.
It doesn't help you to get online and read bad stuff. So
good stuff. I mean, you get an inflated image of yourself.
Yeah.
I don't at all.
Yeah. It's not good to take anybody else's opinion on.
Self-protection.
Yeah, we gotta protect ourselves.
Matt 487, hello. Chad, how's Kyle changed as a person from the beginning of season 1 to now? I think Kyle's gone from a place of being very micro-based. His stories was so small and very personal and all about him, and now it's gone to a place of more macro, global concern, and it's quite a journey. It's basically going from boy, like ego self, to man, global consciousness. So I think that's been the biggest thing about him, is he's not so concerned with his journey so much as it is about doing something out in the world that means something to him.
To all, how do you entertain yourselves between takes?
Billy does silly things like, what does he do?
I don't know. I don't do it.
He has something.
Yeah, that's one.
Joel and Jackie dance. They have a little routine that they do.
Swing, eat
a lot.
There's a lot of good food on that set.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we kind of play around, read books.
The only problem that I think we all have is that we laugh during takes.
So often, like many
Which is
takes,
a little problematic
by laughter.
Yeah, and sometimes we even get. I mean, I've had somebody get me in trouble, like be like, "Come on!"
I think part of it's a natural.
Get it together.
Oh,
Just control yourself.
I think part of it too is the fact that you're dealing with such serious, intense subject matter that you've got to alleviate it somehow. If you live in that, you want to.
And I've got to say, Joel is the worst culprit for laughing.
Completely.
And he does the whole.
With you completely.
Like sometimes I just see his shoulders. Like if I'm
God.
behind him, I just see that, which is terrible. And I'm like,
if somebody just laughs outright, that's one thing. If they're trying not to laugh, you're destroyed.
Yeah. Or if it's on my coverage and he's like, and I'm like, one time I only just did the whole scene looking at his chin, and then he was like, "Why'd you look at my chin for the whole scene, Jenny? You didn't make any contact with me?" I'm like, "I'm not gonna look at you. Make me laugh."
Yeah. We would get in trouble a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But, that's how we have fun.